Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's all calm down.
Ho, ho. Oh.
Hello. Take it down.
Ho.
It's Metaphiles. Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Oh.
Sheesh.
All right. It's Metaphiles. Show that talks to you. Podcast that talks to you. Whoa.
Whoa. Ho, ho. Whoa.
Whoa. Who says that? Me just now, but who else?
I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck it. Whoa.
Oh.
It's episode 110. We talk about the word, the we. Whoa. We talk about the we talk about the world, and we talk about the why on this here show.
Oh, oh, oh.
And today we do it about sour.
You coming?
Yeah, when I say the topic sometimes
Yeah, I like podcasting.
makes me
too.
boost.
I feel that.
So, I have now reached that point
Congratulations.
and am in my refractory. And this is how this episode started, I guess.
Well, it's good to be here.
Yeah, it feels great to be here for me too. And we are talking about sour. Moods, tastes.
The gambit. The whole gambit.
The whole thing. And I'm starting the timer. Whoa. Jay, I'm going to ask you.
Whoa.
All right, and now we're both really ready to podcast.
We're both in our refractory period.
That's right. It's the refractory pod. Everybody is very happy about it.
Let's have the sound I just made right here.
Oh,
The sound.
okay.
Oh, it beats me.
Okay. E.
Sour.
E next to this one. Sour. I'm going to ask you, Jay. And it's funny. Sometimes I ask you this, and I have a good guess what you're going to say. But on this one, I really, really don't know.
Do I like sour things?
Do you like sour foods in your taste?
So
Oven.
in
Your taste oven.
my taste oven.
Please proceed.
In J World,
Uh-huh.
where I live, and where you're all just living in. You're all just living here. It's J. When I think of sour, I think of sour candies. I don't, you know, I struggle to conjure another victual that can be described as sour.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't often run into sour steak or
Usually it's a bad thing if you're
sour cereal.
getting some sourness, yeah. And then some things are like sweet and sour, and it's just sweet.
Yeah. Or, yeah, if you get something and you get a sweet and sour sauce, it's never going to make you pucker. And
Can't make me pucker.
no, you have not puckered once per episode so far. And I have a feeling it's going to go the whole time that way. I don't have anything planned. I'm not going to like trick you into sour things going in your mouth in this episode.
That's concerning.
No, it's true.
Okay.
I didn't buy a water gun and fill it with lemon juice and gonna squirt it at you when you're laughing at something I said. Open mouth laugh. That's not gonna happen this episode.
Thanks. Thank you. Lemon juice, that's sour.
That's sour.
I
It's
mean-
also very good for you if it got squirted in your mouth while you're open mouth laughing. That wouldn't really be a bad thing. It's
There's not a lot of
healthy.
things you could squirt in my mouth, but probably lemon juice would be one of them.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not a fan of adding. Okay, sweet tea, lemon, squeeze the lemon, drop it into the sweet tea after you done squeezed it, and I like that.
But you wouldn't want sour tea. Hey,
No.
come on down and get some sour tea.
It doesn't make it sour. It just gives it a little treble. Just gives it a little top end.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
high end rather. You know, high
'Cause
frequencies
Tea,
in the tea mix.
that's your bass tone.
Yeah, you got a lot of like low mids. You know, not quite bass tones. That's more like chocolate pudding. Tea, you got like some low mids in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's do the sound of drinking sweet tea with lemon in it. I will provide the tea and the ice. Okay?
Okay, I'll do the lemon.
Okay, here's our ice. And here comes the tea.
That was the lemon.
And that is tea.
Let's have that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And anytime that it's time for a cuppa,
Mm-hmm.
just pop that. Say
That's
tea
right.
time.
Tea time.
Sour candy is the only thing that is actually sweet and sour.
Unless
and
you
yet-
bite straight into. Well, sorry. Unless you bite straight into a lemon.
Which, by the way, I like to do. Do you like to do?
Nah.
Hmm.
Maybe if I dip it in sugar first.
Mm. Fucking dip you in sugar. It's not coming. I did not buy the water gun, set it up on the ceiling, tie a string to the trigger, and have the string wrapped around the back of this and
Oh,
connected
good.
to me.
Oh, good.
I didn't
Woo.
do that this episode.
Good.
I like to bite a lemon. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like sour food. I like sour candy. I like lemon.
I liked Warheads that went through a big Warhead phase
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
a youngin'.
Oh yeah.
Because you know how it goes. You put it in your mouth and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa,
Whoa.
and then it gets like really sweet, and the sweetness is like a special type of sweetness
Mm-hmm.
when it takes that hard left turn into down into Sweetville. It goes down into Sweetville Junction from Sour Central.
Sweetville Junction.
There's a
And-
little switch.
Yeah. It's on the switching yard, all of which are towns and suburbs and burgs within J land,
Oh yeah.
where we are all just living.
Mm-hmm. You got T Crescent.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a cuppa. I'm very glad that there's tea time on this episode to balance out the sour.
Hmm. You right.
Yeah. Sour. Did we run out already? No.
No.
We don't run out.
That's right, baby. We don't run out.
Ever.
Baby.
Never.
There's videos on TikTok about people eating really sour things.
I saw one.
No, really?
I saw one in my research. and this person went nuts
Yeah.
because they were eating the sourest candy ever made. Was this the same
Yeah.
one? Thinking of Black Mega Death or whatever it's called?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I don't get that whole thing of like, this is the worst thing you could put in your mouth. You'll hate it so much.
Well, and see, we do never run out because this was a big thing I wanted to bring up. I really do like sour stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool. And I would never go on hot ones. They've asked me, and I say no.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I like spicy food, I'm not trying to be a daredevil. And I don't want to eat something that's a ghost.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do such things as that. I wouldn't take the one chip challenge.
You emailed him that. He said, I won't do things like that.
That's what yes. I emailed hotones@gmail.com. And I said, I won't do things like that.
What's the guy's name? Craig, is it?
I don't care.
Yeah, man. Fuck him.
But if they do sour ones, sign me right up. I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'll be like that person on TikTok and go, whoa! I'll do it, and then in between I'll answer embarrassing questions.
Let's have that whoa right there.
Whoa! And I would eat the sourest one and be excited to do so.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But not you.
I want to eat good stuff, you know. That's what I do. You know, I eat, Zach. That's what I do.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Nice stuff.
That's from the. Just reminding myself the Garfield cartoon that's on the internet. It's like really crappy Garfield, and he's like, "Yeah, you stupid dog." You know, he just says stuff like that.
That's just Garfield.
I want some lasagna.
That's what Garfield says.
Yeah, but it's all drawn really weird, and his voice is all fucked up, and he says, "I eat John. That's what I do. I want some lasagna."
This is all stuff that regular Garfield says.
But it's like twisted.
Is it fucked up?
Nah, well, yeah, but in like a funny, fun way.
I mean,
like,
is it twisted like that's twisted?
Oh, you mean like, that's twisted, bro.
Fuck,
You
I can't
watched that
believe
shit,
Garfield
man?
did that.
Oh, you are. Whoa.
I was once falling asleep, and I like to have a good time when
Okay. Me too. I like to have a good time falling asleep.
I'll be right back. Have a cuppa. Put the cuppa music on. It's
Yeah, okay. Let's do a little DJ in here.
Whoa. All right. Sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I like to have a good time in my brain.
Yeah, me too. I get it.
So I was once envisioning, what if I got the reins to the Garfield, the keys to the kingdom?
Oh, wow.
And I thought of a plot line where Garfield tricks John into believing that Garfield gave John feline AIDS, and John has AIDS, feline AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
But then John realizes people can't get feline AIDS, but everybody in town already thinks that they can. So John invites everybody to a "it's not what you think" party to tell them he doesn't have AIDS. And then I fell asleep and had a good time. So that's my version of
I would love
off-center
that.
Garfield.
Yeah. Word. That's a whole like millennial genre is
Garfields.
Well, just taking any comic book, or I'm sorry, fuck you, any comic, any Sunday comic.
Whoa!
No.
Whoa!
Taking, it's a millennial genre to take any comic from like Sunday comics and be like, what if it did this? Like, what if the guy that made Dagwood, what if he made a sandwich with botulism?
Yeah.
And shit, a whole comic square.
Yeah.
At the end of the comic strip or something, I don't know.
I'm gonna admit to the little cartoon I was watching in my brain as I was falling asleep some random night.
This could be
was
the whole
not my
episode,
most
really.
original material.
Oh, okay. What about?
I was being a little hack in bed alone in my own mind.
Your last thoughts when you drift off, you fucking hack.
Probably gonna dream about being in your underwear in school, you fucking unoriginal.
It's tough out there in your own mind, in your bed, as you fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough. I wonder if a caveman bit a lemon and he was the first to ever do it and thought he was dying.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we got that's a discussion for our third segment. Why lemons?
That's true, yes. And also, as you were saying a thing that reminded you of something, I just remembered that the thing I was saying reminded me of something too.
Oh, cool.
Which was, I said, good stuff, nice stuff, cool stuff, which is Garth Brooks's Facebook
Oh, yeah.
thing. Mostly I want to post cool stuff, neat stuff. Mostly I'm going to just post stuff like this. Stuff that's just about you and me.
Psycho serial killer vibes,
and I think we found out that he's a bad person.
Sure, why not?
And that video, pretty major clue.
Yeah. I had recently seen some... I'm sorry that I'm like this now. And
You've become toxic this year.
well, no, I was just going to say I saw a TikTok, and I'm sorry of that clip being reposted on TikTok, and one of the comments said that they saw that Waylon Jennings said that Garth Brooks is possibly one of the least sincere people he's ever met.
Garth Brooks, one of the possibly least sincere fellas I ever did meet. He was Chris Gaines the whole time.
Welcome to Leia Players. This is the part of the podcast where I think of an idea that might be better than this podcast, potentially. I hope so, but most of all, I just want to throw it out there and see what you think and just talk to you and get talked to by you.
I like that.
And I like that. Yeah, and this is called Leia Players.
I really like that. If you haven't seen Garth Brooks' Facebook,
Yeah, look at the fight. Look
look
the
it
video.
up. It's great. It's better now than it used to be.
It's insane.
Anyway,
I'll just jump right into this one. Hi, welcome to Sour Ones,
oh,
the show where we serve up sour beers and even more sour questions. I'm Jay, your host. My guest this week is Zach.
woo!
He's excited to be here.
Yeah!
So let's just try this.
I dreamed of this, falling asleep, having fun in my brain.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tell me more about that. In your brain? Fall
Well,
asleep,
I
having
had just
fun?
masturbated.
Uh-huh. Oh.
A very blue episode. This is not our typical brand.
I know what you're talking about. Let's try to stay
Oh,
focused.
sorry,
Let's try our first one.
Sorry,
This is our least sour beer, so let's just try it.
Oh, I broke the reality of Leia Players. I don't.
Zach, you gotta stay with me. You're still doing it.
I'm sorry. I'm overwhelmed to be on Sour Ones.
I know. I'm overwhelmed to have you as a guest.
Well,
I'm a great interviewer who asks great questions, and everybody loves me.
You got me to admit that I masturbate.
You're gonna blow up on Reddit, yeah.
I've never admitted that before.
So that covers all the things that you'll be admitting this episode. So that's cool.
Oh, that was it for the admitting?
I mean, that'll be good enough.
Okay.
Let's try the first one.
Okay. Too much.
All right, cut recording, Sarah. Listen, Zach.
What?
You come on my podcast, you fucking come on the internet live, all right?
I didn't come. That's not what happened.
We're trying the sour beers and we're answering questions, okay? Cut the shit.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me try it again. I'm really excited to be here.
All right, let's take it from there.
Hold on. Excuse me. Let me just center myself for a moment. I'm really excited to be on Sour Ones. I really am.
You know how many sour beers I've drank in my life?
How many?
Are we ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh.
All right, so I know that you started the podcast called Metaphiles.
Yeah?
Tell me about episode 3 about haircuts.
Yeah, that's right. It was about haircuts.
You didn't know that I knew about that, right? I did my research as an interviewer.
Wow.
Try this first sour one already.
Okay. We talked about haircuts. There was a moment where I asked if Jay would rather have Martin Scorsese's eyebrows or long nose hair.
Hey, Zach, that's the first one. You better pace yourself, buddy.
It's too sour.
Well, I'm doing it with you, so I think we can do this.
It's too sour.
Are you to do this the entire? Because
I'm really excited to be here. Let me try again.
Zach, you got to kind of like toughen up, man.
You're right.
Okay, that's enough toughening up. Oh.
Okay. Ask me another question.
So, we know that it's called Metaphiles Studio, where you guys create the magic. You and your awesome co-host, who we hope to have on Sour Ones very soon, because, wow, he's really cool. And out of all the podcasts on YouTube, just his half of the podcast that you do called Metaphiles makes it the best. Like, you're on there and it's cool and it adds to it, but if it, like, even just that half of him as the co-host of Metaphiles alone makes it our favorite podcast on YouTube. How'd you guys meet?
No.
Okay. Is it too sour?
End it.
Thank you for watching Sour Ones bye. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I was really excited to be here.
You said you liked sour stuff and you could handle it.
I was wrong.
Bye. So yeah, that's Sour Ones.
That was a weird show. That was a weird show, man.
You should never be a guest on any podcast, really, frankly.
Including this one, maybe.
Yeah, maybe just let Hot Ones do their thing and keep Sour Ones in the...
Yeah, I really wasn't good at sour stuff at all. I kind of freaked out, actually.
That would be... okay, so celebrity bucket list, right? If you became a celebrity, what would you do?
Okay.
This is what I think about when I'm having a fun time going to sleep during my refractory period.
Mm-hmm.
What was he even saying? Oh yeah, to go if I was invited on the Hot Ones, take the smallest bite of the first wing and just flip the fuck out and just not be able to finish.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do another wing.
Yeah, it's their first.
Just quit it.
It's their first 1 minute episode.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I had a similar thing where, I guess this could be celebrity if I was to go on Celebrity Jeopardy, but I'd really rather do it just as a nobody. Go on Jeopardy. And never buzz in once. And then during the shitty interview portion, just be like, I just love Jeopardy. I've been studying up. I'm really so psyched to answer some of these questions, and just never buzz in. One time buzz in and be like, oh no. One time.
That's great.
Just never do anything else. Stay at 0
That's super
the entire
fun.
game.
Oh. And you can put it on TikTok.
We'll be right back.
Wait, think about it.
Oh, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Metaphiles. This is a very polite show. We are nice. We talk about nice things. We talk about cool things. We talk about neat things.
It's really hard to not just start doing that.
Yeah, it is. Now, Jay, this is segment 2. It is Sour and the World.
It's one big warhead. It fucking is, though, man. You ever listen to Megadeth, dude?
Oh, Black Megadeth. Do the solo over tea time.
Okay.
Now, segment 2 is when I read research that I've written down. But Jay, I'd like you to look at my notebook here.
What? What?
It is blank. Now,
What are you gonna read?
be?
What are you gonna read?
Why would that be?
You read.
Have I
There's
done
nothing to
some
read.
sort of fuck around?
Have you been? You did a fuck around with your notepad?
Was my intent to sour the episode?
Ooh.
Or to sour you, my co-host?
Better
Or,
fucking-
Jay,
Or what?
is it that I got a new printer and all this week's episode's
Wow.
research is printed? It's printed research. Look how many pages I printed.
Really happy for you.
Printed it out. We printed it out. It's a new printer. Shout out Maddie Ryan, former guest of the show. Printed all this out. I even printed out something very, very special. That is for you. Jay, I got so many damn things printed out, I don't even know where to start.
We got to start somewhere.
I sure do. And I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to start by starting the timer. That's where we'll start. The sourness of substances is rated relative to dilute hydrochloric acid, which has a sourness index of 1. By comparison, tartaric acid has a sourness index of 0.7, citric acid an index of 0.46, and carbonic acid an index of 0.06. There are 3 notable people with the last name Sauer. Robert Sauer, a lyricist and composer and president of BMI, died 1985. Hilda Sauer,
Bless him.
a Chilean actress and singer, died 2003.
So none of them are alive, huh?
Well, the third one, Art Sauer, a petroleum and real estate businessman, died 2000.
Wow.
Speaking of things that are no longer, the industrial metal band Sour,
Oh, God.
which was formed in 1996 out of ex-members of Daisy Face, Super Fiends, and Wicked Jester, after several years of lineup changes, finally entered the studio and recorded their album Exactly What You Think It Is in 2002. It was put out by Grey Goo Transmissions Records, which is a very cool name for a record label.
None of them barely even played music or like did any. They just came up with names and were like, we have to do something with this name.
Yeah. Wicked Jester. Maybe have an
It is what you think it is. It's under Grey Goo Records. Wicked Jester's the band name.
Grey Goo Transmissions.
I'm Robert Sauer.
Do you know what Grey Goo is?
I know of the future scenario theory.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
And it's a transmission from the Grey Goo, which is when nanobots are so
dense.
dense. Yes.
Prolific.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, they released that album in 2002, and then it didn't really sell that well and didn't get many reviews. And they couldn't pick up tour support. And then the final...
Grey Goo? That's what was left in my ear canals.
Before you start out.
2 out of 5.
And this is the final line of the Wikipedia entry for the band Sour. And I've never been quite so struck by Wikipedia prose as this.
Wikipedia prose.
This is the final line. Stranded in Los Angeles, the band disbanded.
Like, well, I'm going to go that way.
Yeah. We can't get out of this fucking city, man. It's over. I'm going to go form...
It's over.
I'm going to go form Pudding Napalm.
Pudding napalm.
Man,
okay. It's like the bus is like 5 minutes late. We were fucking stranded, man.
We're stranded. It's
the
time
band's
to start
over.
New bands.
I have 3 new names for new bands.
Now, Jay.
What else does it say? Did you? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. It's like a news desk and everything.
there's so much more.
Wow. Really happy for you.
You, I guess, don't like sour food that much. Well, you like sour candy.
Yeah, that describes me. That does.
But if you did...
Sexy also
Oh, yeah.
will suffice.
Yeah. Great podcaster. There's many other things.
We can keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going a little, just a couple more.
But if you're like me, or some of you out there, maybe, and you do want to sour it up sometimes.
Go on.
Or let's say you're you, and you have regular candy. Oh, I wish this was sour. You can buy powdered malic acid and sprinkle it on foods and sourify them. Wow. Acid powder. You can buy Hoosier Hill Farms malic acid powder, which Hoosier Hill Farms.
Who's your Hill Farms?
Who's mine?
That's their commercial.
Who's mine? It's Hoosier Hill. Who's your hill?
Who's your Hill? Sour acid for your food in powder form.
Ask me again, and then I'm gonna ask you. This is Hoosier Hill Farms. Pay close attention here. Ask me again.
Who's your Hill Farms?
Mine. Who's your Hill Farms? Who's your Hill Farms?
Oh.
Whoa. Anyway, Hoosier Hill Farms, in the heartland of America, they originated in Indiana among sprawling fields of wheat and soy. And for over 20 years, they made it their mission to create wholesome products with big flavor ingredients.
This is Sam Elliott with big flavor ingredients.
Today, we remain committed to our Midwest values of bringing you the best tasting products at the best price. And Who's Your Hill Farm malic acid powder is a naturally occurring organic compound that's most commonly found in fruits like apples. Our food-grade malic acid powder is a natural food additive with a sharp, sour flavor, and its tart taste is perfect for a variety of recipes, including adding sour flavor to candy or vinegar flavor to potato chips, French fries, and other savory snack foods. It can also be used in winemaking. How do you use it, you ask? If you make homemade gummies, which who knew that you could?
Every night, baby.
You mix some in with sugar. If you want to put it on chips or fries, you mix it in with salt. If you want to do it in wine, make precise pH adjustments, and please do not add malic acid to any wine that will undergo malolactic fermentation. Do not do that.
I'm sorry, did you add malic acid fermentation to this wine? Yeah, I mean, it was mentioning like adding it to ingredients, and it was like, it seems like it would just be like a very one-dimensional flavor type thing of like, oh, I added this to my whatever the fuck. Well, but I get it. I get it. Like what they're talking about. I get it. Yeah.
To me, I'm probably gonna buy some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find out just what can be sour and is good.
And what's it called again?
Who's Your Hill Farm malic acid powder?
Right.
Is what it's called. Who's Your Hill Farm? Now.
Hey, I'm in my refractory period. Where's your Who's Your Hill Farm malic acid?
Now, you might wonder, Jay, as I did, if you were to add Who's Your Hill Farm malic acid powder to a wine that is going to undergo malolactic fermentation.
Sounded like it would be a bad thing.
It could, and I wonder, could this result in death? And furthermore,
spit take.
Is there such a thing as death by sour?
Huh.
So, I asked the internet, and it turned out I was not the only one. And someone had asked, could you die from eating something that is too sour? And they asked the website Quora this. Frequent.
It would, well, let me go ahead. And Quora's like, you don't need that shit because I'm here.
Yeah.
It would... It's just acid, so it would have to be enough of it to like burn through your physical body to kill you.
That's a big thing that we sort of just like traipsed right over. Sour is acid.
Oh, it is. But your tongue interprets it as like this is acid.
Uh-huh. And
not like not like it's a fucking tab, you know? You're like, this is acid.
Shit. Whoa.
Yeah, the bus is late. The band's over. Yeah.
Jayora answered the question. Yeah. Don't eat acid. That's the answer. So that's great job.
Thank you. Jora.
That one's done. Okay.
Can I have one to make into a paper airplane?
Yes.
I'll wait until you're done with it.
Really think. I don't think we're gonna get to this interview with this guy.
Sour ones?
He talks about how animals, other than humans, can taste sour things, and some of them like it, and also that probably the ability to taste sourness started in ancient fish, so that they could test the acidity of water. So since
that goes so far back, probably further back than any taste.
Yeah, and since we are fish gone rogue, that's why we.
That's a band. Let's start it.
Fish gone
we
rogue.
Can rehearse on Tuesdays.
Fish gone. You know what though? I'm out of the band. I'm sorry.
The Uber's late. I'm out of the band.
But anyway, I don't think we are going to get to the interview with him, but I did want to just go ahead and put a picture of him up on the printout tube because I can print stuff out again.
The Xerox tube.
So you can now have that.
fuck
And we
yeah.
do have page 1 of the interview, so we'll get to that if we can. I'm going to go ahead and let you work on the paper airplane as I read to you from an article that was published yesterday
Get out, really.
called, and this is from takeout.com, which is...
So many people have been disappointed trying to order food from there.
Absolutely, they have. But then they read an article with a headline like this, and they get happy all over again, because this article is... The latest Sour Patch Kids candies are giving Glow Up a new meaning.
Oh, wow.
Literally. And that's an article that was written by someone and posted to the internet
Literally.
yesterday. Now let's hear about it as we watch Jay.
They hit save and they're like, oh, I did it.
Takeout.com. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sour Patch Kids are hardly the kind of candy that's sour enough to sting, but their relatively mild tanginess and vaguely humanoid shape still make them pretty fun to eat.
Okay.
Now, I got 2 questions about that. Number 1, does the fact that they're shaped like people contribute?
Yeah, do you want to eat humanoids?
And number 2, and this is a question for you, Jay. Have you ever eaten something and thought, this is fun? This is fun to eat.
Yeah.
Don't.
Dick's Last Resort.
Oh.
No, that's what were you thinking?
Nothing.
Something a little blue, perhaps?
Yeah, but we don't do that on this segment.
No, we don't.
They also make a great topping for Sour Patch Kids brownies. Be hard to make Sour Patch Kids brownies without Sour Patch Kids. The newest version, however, is bringing the fun in a whole new way.
So, I mean, they work for Sour Patch Kids.
It's bringing the fun in a whole new way. At least for those who like to eat candy with the lights off.
I'm seeing where this is going.
So why do you need to turn off the lights? You see why. Because that's the best way to see them glow in the dark.
And this is where the paywall hits, and it's like, to read the rest of this.
Unfortunately for you, no, that's not the case. In order to get the full experience of Sour Patch Kids strawberry watermelon glow-ups, you're also going to need a black light. These dimmable YFADA LED blacklight bulbs cost $8 for a 2-pack. Here's a link you can click.
Hey, babe, I got these new Sour Patch Kids that you eat when you put on a black light. Let's go into your computer room and eat them.
Or, here's another scenario.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Stoners in college dorm. Dude, turn on that black light. Put on Pink Floyd. Let's eat some Sour Patch Kids. The brand's new product flavor is right there in the name. Okay, paper airplane complete. Move on from that article.
That was, wow.
We can come back to it if we need to, but first, I want to read you a poem.
I'm ready.
This poem is titled Sour, and I am having a dilemma. I don't know if I should tell you who wrote the poem before I read it. I think it's better if you know from the top, but I also think if I don't tell you, you would be able to guess who it is pretty quickly. Do you want to try to guess?
What's the guy, Oliver? Something Oliver?
Mm-mm. This is poetry, but it's not written by someone you would immediately call a poet.
I sound like an idiot because I can't remember that guy's fucking name. What's let me read it and then let me guess.
Let's see if you can get there. This is Sour. I thought I knew ya. Took the time to throw my lovin' to ya. Screw ya, 'cause now you got me sitting in the sewer. I am through with all them roller coaster rides. Do you want to know who this is? I feel like it's maybe time to tell you.
Is it Michael Jackson?
No.
Who is it?
It is a musician. You want to hear the first line again?
Yeah.
I thought I knew ya. Took the time to throw my love
Is it Fred
into ya.
Durst?
It is by Fred Durst, the poet Fred Durst. I knew you would get there. It's the Sua that does it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's
Yeah.
hear it again, knowing that you did it, and I
Okay.
got the best of both worlds. I thought I knew ya. Took the time to throw my love into ya. Screw ya, 'cause now you got me sitting in the Sua. I'm through with all them roller coaster rides. See, I ain't forgot about the knots that you been tying with my insides. I dropped my pride. Without you, I was sure to die. I tried with cash and all I could to make it last. Now I accept that that was in the past. I know you loved me. You loved me like a piece of trash. But at first you were so sweet. Couldn't go without seeing your face for an hour. So sour. It all became a hassle. You were even living in my castle.
Oh, God.
Just to
What
use
rhymes
me
with hassle, man?
and verbally abuse me. That's not the way I'm running my shop. It took a while to see the light before I stopped, and you got dropped off. It's over. Probably I'll be sweating it, but in the long run, you'll be the one regretting it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you
Never
will.
mind. Maybe not.
Maybe you will. But baby, you're still about as real as a $3 bill.
Oh,
You got her.
Fred.
There's no one to blame but you. Look at them blame me. No one to blame but you. But look at them blame me. Oh, I sound like a bitch. I sound like a little bitch in heat. I sound like a little bitch in heat. With all
Oh
that
my
anger
God.
that I'm feeling. Bitch, I think it's heat. What? He rhymed heat with heat. Okay. I didn't get this far the first time. Another spit tail. Just another spit tail. Thanks for the lesson. I'll get you shit and hit the trail. We know I'm coming from the old school. I did not know that. You damn fool. Intensity is something that I'm made of. And certainly I'm not afraid of a little smack in the face. Thanks for that taste. Chorus repeats. I was sour. By
I
Fred
can
Durst.
hear the what's the guitarist name's the
Wes
name?
Borland.
Wes Borland just riffs over that for sure. I can hear that. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life, but
Pretty bad.
It's, you know.
His big diss is you're like a $3 bill.
And he's like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe not, maybe
Yeah,
not.
maybe
You know what?
not.
I'm a bitch anyways. Forget it.
The brand's new product flavor is right there in the name. It can be purchased online beginning March 5th, 2025.
Wow, it's not even fucking out yet.
You may also start to see it in stores later in the month. It will be available in 2 different sizes, just under an ounce for $1.24,
Are we doing like an ad?
and a
for
larger
Sour Patch
6.7
Kids?
ounce
'Cause
package for $2.98.
Don't buy Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids strawberry watermelon
Don't fucking
glow-ups
buy
aren't
them.
glowy all the way, though, since the sparkly stuff comes in the form of edible confetti. But the ingredient that creates the glow when exposed to ultraviolet light is, wait for it,
Oh, I'm waiting for it.
turmeric! Yes, it's the yellowy powder that had all the influencers going gaga a few years back.
Can we end the segment?
Nope, we have a minute left. If they ever spoke of its glow, it was probably in terms of drinking it for health purposes or using it as a cosmetic ingredient meant to give a healthy glow. But as it turns out, though, turmeric can literally glow under the right circumstances. Blacklight, apparently, being that. If you want to conduct a science experiment to see for yourself, blah, 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 blah. Do other animals like sour food? Science.org asks the guy we saw on the thing. And he says, with almost all other taste species have lost them through evolution, dolphins appear to have no taste receptors other than salty, and cats don't have sweet taste receptors. That's what we expected to see with sour, but what instead is all the species that have been tested, about 60 so far, are able to detect acidity in their food. Of those animals, pigs and primates seem to really like acidic foods. For example, wild pigs are really attracted to fermented corn, and gorillas have shown a preference for acidic fruits in the ginger family. We'll be right back. We return to the show. It's back. It's back.
If you're just thinking, is it going to be back? It's back.
What if we ever did say, we'll be right back, and they hear, and it says the thing, or it's just the dots, and then it's just nothing. Just black for 20 minutes.
It's probably. I don't think it'd be good.
Okay. That also reminds me of something else that I do need to ask you off camera. So just remind me when we're done to ask you about the thing that this is, because they can't hear about it.
I give you like a 50-50 chance.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. If I don't remember, then when
that.
I'm watching this back to edit it, I'll be like, oh, and then I probably won't remember what it was by then. So, sorry for us all. This is just the way it goes.
Let's put it on the memory tube.
Yes. Now then, enough faffing around. Why sour? Why would we put a thing in our mouth that makes us go?
Because I thought you were in your refractory period.
I'm in a new one.
Because
I'm refractor.
We were fish. That's why.
That's why
we were fish, and we had to be like, this water's sour, and it's not sweet tea.
Mm-mm. Let's have a tea time.
It's a really good song, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were. I mean,
we were fish, and it's not sweet tea. That pretty much covers it.
Well, I think about the senses, and I think that they're very interesting because, like, the dispassionate, objective view of it is like, well, there's molecules that this surface of your person, your body, comes into your tongue, comes into contact with, and it just has its own way of telling you what those molecules are. Not in like, oh, that's red 40, but like your body just is like, it has its own, it's very, like ethereal type of way of telling you like this is good. Mm-hmm. Once you touch the molecules to that part of your body, and then your mouth is like, and you fucking eat it.
Yeah. I would love it to go to a party.
Me too, man. That'd be cool.
It would be so cool to be invited. It'd feel great. I go to a party, and there's a lot of people at the party that I don't know. That's important. And there's candy at the party. That's important, too. Okay? And so I go there's a group of the people that I don't know that are around where the candy is. And I pick a piece of candy, and I... Oh... Red 40.
Mm-hmm.
Blue number 2. Maybe a candy taster. A sweet Mollier.
Illinois Valley's Maca, whatever the fuck, what was it?
I don't know.
The sour chemical, the company that Sam Elliott was pitching.
It was Hills.
Illinois Valley.
Who's your hill?
Who's your hills? I was thinking
it
was Indiana.
Who's yours?
Not Illinois.
Anyway, that's what I'd like to do at a party. Please invite me to one and have there be candy there and put it somewhere where people will stand around it.
People would enjoy that. People would stick around and be like, this is incredible.
This is a great party. I'm going to have another party as soon as possible and invite this guy to it.
Candy tasting party. Whoa. You might get a few, sleazy people thinking it's something a little different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they show up with a pacifier around their neck and in a diaper. And they're like, "This is a candy party? Where's the fuck room?"
That's awful.
Well, we have a peanut M&M's room, sir.
Have you tried the Nerds Clusters?
Can I talk about Nerds Clusters for a second? Can I please? They're kind of sour, so
right.
It works.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess you're just going to talk about them. Anyways.
That was part of my pitch of Can I? Saying that they're sour.
Yeah.
Okay. I am a little upset with Nerds Clusters. Let me finish. Because I miss when you could just have the nerds just on their own in a box. Now they're clustered almost exclusively. I feel like you don't see them free, unbound, almost ever anymore.
It's like if the French fries were cooked onto the hamburger.
Oh, shit.
You just want the French fries and then the hamburger.
That's a pretty good idea, though. It's like an orb of fries, and its center is an entire hamburger.
Ham fryer.
I think we
the center, its entire center, is a burger.
Yeah. Full burger.
Oh, full burger.
We'll come up with a better name than that, I think. But
burger clusters.
Burger cluster. Although I guess it would.
We did it.
It would be a fry cluster because the nerds. Are
fuck you.
The nerds are the fries.
No.
Nerds are fries.
We'll see what the board has to say.
Okay.
Of the company.
That's what the board has to say. Get it?
And you're like, fry clusters. And they're like, oh, whoa, like nerd clusters.
And then you go eat sushi off a naked person to celebrate.
For the 4th time that week.
A lot to celebrate. Big week. Big week at the company.
You get home and she hasn't even made the sushi to put on her stripped naked body in the kitchen. You're like, I work 16 hours every day thinking up ideas like the fry cluster.
I work so hard at the put stuff onto other stuff
bureau branch of McDonald's.
And I lost the jalapenos attached to a pork chop account this week. So I'm having a terrible week already.
They said, no, it needs to be a hot dog, not a pork chop. We're going to go elsewhere with our business.
Sometimes it's real tough being Don Draper in the year 2024.
And I come home, and you're not naked. You don't have any sushi on you. I'm sorry. I think that was just like some of my misogynistic guilt making me do that slip of the tongue.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also you're toxic this year.
I'm trying.
Yeah. I think you're getting there.
Thank you.
I'm like worried.
That was your resolution for 2025? Worry more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I decided I hadn't worried enough.
Maybe that's the cure for worrying. It's just like, I'm going to worry as much as I possibly can and just get tired of it and be like, this is ridiculous.
That sounds like something a therapist would say.
And then you turn into Steve-O.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was a mistake.
Because Steve-O has abandoned all worry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
that's pretty accurate. But
as a person.
I gotta say, he seems like he's having a pretty good time. Could do worse. Not.
Yeah, but I care about the morals of this country.
I would like to say to Steve-O that if you would like to come on to the Metaphiles and discuss how you feel about the political climate and all those things, you can come on this show and talk about those things, and you don't have to staple anything to anything or do anything.
No. He'd have to.
No, I think it's that.
I would need him to do some kind of stapling or something like that.
Well, I don't. Maybe that, but also I think it's probably ignorance is bliss as far as what Steve-O thinks about everything. That's just a wild assumption, but
we're getting way off topic.
We are. Geez, do you think that Steve-O would eat something really sour for the show? For Jackass, I mean? You think he'd eat something really sour?
He eats it through like his trachea, smoking hole.
Mm-hmm. Hey, today I'm going to shove a Sour Patch Kids directly into my trachea hole.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh. That's it for that. Should we do the work?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the villain of sour? Umami? Or is that a coworker?
Coworker.
Yeah.
The villain of sour. What's the villain of a fish? You know.
A worm? No,
They give you fish worms. They're okay with the fish worms.
they like the worm. That's the problem.
That's a cool band
For them,
name.
that's the problem. What's the band name?
It's a Wild Wicked
I'm quitting
Jester.
the band.
They like the the band's called I'm Quitting the Band. It's called They Like the Worm. It's their new release.
They like the worm. Get Fred Durst on. Maybe he can recite some poetry. The villain of sour. It's
How about a Krispy Kreme donut?
okay.
I mean, that's a coworker too.
They probably are gonna put Sour Patch Kids into those at some point. Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Probably would be bad.
Wouldn't work at all.
They made Sour Patch Kids Oreos, and I tried them because it was too weird not to try. Kind of worked. Anyway, the villain of sour is not sweet. That is its friend. The villain of sour is
Peas heads. The
peas.
candy that is peas heads, not warheads. It's just sweet the whole time.
Yeah.
And it teaches kids about a lesson about world peace and how we should never have it.
Peace.
We should be warmongers.
Peace is the enemy of sour.
Yeah, peace. Sure. Okay.
Cool. I wish John Lennon were alive to hear it. He'd love that.
Yeah, I wish John Lennon was alive too.
For that reason. No more music.
Yeah. And honestly, after that, he sees that, just put him back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's all I think he was missing.
Hey, just wanted to bring you back. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Bye again.
Bye. Okay. The
Okay.
lesson
Yeah.
of sour.
I would think the lesson is if you're laying in bed and it's time to go to sleep, have a little fun. Why don't you?
Yes. Falling asleep.
Have some fun.
Have some fun. That's the lesson for today's episode. Yeah.
Think about Garfield a little bit. Whatever's fun for you.
Have some fun.
We're not here to tell you how to have fun. If Garfield is what's fun, then do that. If that's not what it is, then do something else. What's the fate of sour? I like sour. I like to bite a lemon. I think it's cool. So Pinewood.
I would say Pinewood to any. I mean, there's an exception to every rule. So, like, I don't really mean any, but like any kind of flavor. You know, I enjoy flavor. You know, so like if you know, there could be if I could try no food that was sour anymore, I'd fucking kill myself.
This really should have happened in segment 1, but it's happening now. Whoa.
Like me killing
What's
myself?
Something. Well, that's
That should happen in segment. Sorry, what's something?
not that. Not in segment 1.
Okay.
You needed to hear the lesson too, because you're basically John Lennon. Let's have a couple. What's something that's not been sourified that you would sourify to try?
Well, the former condition requirement is going to be the hardest to satisfy. So many things have been soured. It's like cranberry being added to all the juices.
And you know what? I drank juice that was canned today. I felt like I was in a juice mood today. Went to a gas station. Did not buy any gas.
Oh.
Apologies.
Oh, we got a co-host in a juice mood.
I was in a juice mood.
Alarm. Okay.
Is the juice mood alarm?
Yeah.
I felt like some juice. I wanted something with flavor. You have said that you like that. I wanted something with flavor. I didn't feel like a sody pop. Felt like a juice mood. So I got something cran apple raspberry. It was sour. And as I was drinking it, I thought, I'm going to be talking about sour later. I wonder if this juice will come up. And it did.
Wow.
It's a pretty good juice.
How did we just came up with it? Juice.
Sour juice.
Wow.
Like the silver juice. But it's sour juice.
The band.
Yep. But this is that, not that. This is not a band. I quit the band. This is sour juice.
Well, really, it's what would I make sour?
Yeah. Really. Let's get real.
Well, I want to think up like a really smart and clever and pithy answer to this.
Just be truthful, Jay.
Okay.
And hopefully,
we'll get comfortable now.
Hopefully, when you're being truthful, it's also clever and pithy. That would be nice.
Okay. No, that's fine. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, sour. That I would add sour to.
I didn't listen to the music of Sour, by the way. This It Is What You Think It Is album. I didn't listen to it. It just didn't seem like I wanted to.
Let's have some sour bananas.
Oh.
I wonder what that, because it's such an incredibly mellow flavor, and you got the texture that's like goopy.
Yeah, because we're stuck with the shittiest clone of the banana, as we learned.
That's right, for the last, 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sour banana. I like it. I would try it. And I'm not a big banana guy. But I would try that. So
I think it would give it some legs, because I can't make it through a whole banana.
No, me neither. Halfway through, I'm bored.
I've been eating one during breaks.
And you're not
between
even
segments.
You're not even close.
That's right. Yeah, it's down there.
So when I get my jar of Who's Your Hill Farms malacragic acid,
dip a banana in.
I will dip a banana right in there.
What's the twist?
The twist is that neither of us actually had an orgasm during this episode.
Gotcha.
Twisted.
Whoa. Got him.
And we won't for the rest of the episode also, I should point out. Yeah, there's only 30 seconds left, so I think it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel solid as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all of it? That's all of them, right? Fate, twist, lesson, villain?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
No, it definitely is.
I'm pretty sure, too. This is never fake, but it always seems like there's a fifth one, but there's not. So
we just don't have this fucking list in front of us of all I mean, we actually have to think about it. I'm sorry that we actually have to think about the stuff that we do.
Yeah, sorry that we have to think.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Whoa. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, I'm not going to come. I'm not going to do like the cum joke where I start coming.
Me neither.
I'm not going to do that.
And I don't think that would be funny or a joke. I think if it happens, it has to be real. and truthful, and hopefully it's clever and pithy. But
Am I being lambasted?
no,
All right.
nor lampooned, nor National Lampoon.
This is part of the sign off I say.
Yes, this is the part of the sign off that I say.
No, it's nothing.
No.
See you guys next. See you guys next week.
Oh.
See you next week.
Oh. Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey,
I'm Jason Ford.
and you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this, and it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it,
Get on our shit.
get on it, build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.